The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
I don't think they're going to let us control another game, man.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Check 25.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
I'm going back to you. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So
obviously, I need got a 3rd.
They're setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
In your
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the
Hey, hold on, B-Dog. Let me make sure my shot meet on. My shot meet out.
They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So they really kicked us out in the middle of a game? Y'all seen that shit?
They'll run it with Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. 50. Hey, you block over here.
On third down, here's Jones. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. That's now close to the first points of this divisional round game, as it's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Get in there, get what you want, G. Get in there, get what you want,
9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, I step up by spot.
Offense feeling their momentum that they've generated and turning into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Watson off play action, rolling to his right. He finds Howard complete. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. First down carry by Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Across midfield to the 47. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains.
First down.
Here I come! Here I come!
Get off of me.
Reset! Tracking! That's got to be a long day. Watch it.
Watson on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out.
What coach y'all on?
That's caught by Howard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards the pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Reset! Check 42's the mark. Watch the turn.
Where you at,
They
dude?
go back to the ground with Jones. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now.
How long you got to your game?
Try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Big series right here. You got to step it up.
After the penalty is Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now we've got whistles and the man slow to get up.
I supposed to. They what the fuck? That shit they be holding me.
We'll step aside and be right back. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an
That's my fault. I ain't think niggas shoot like that.
interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Watson going to try and run it. Here's a quick throw right side. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Giving to the baseline end on 4th. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on.
I don't believe that shit, but that nigga hand on bitch.
They've let everyone down. Gotta be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
58, boys, 58, 58,
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the numbers here don't lie. According to the Next Gen stats, he topped out at an even 22 miles an hour.
GG.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose now.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let him know, let him know.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. And he coughed it up, and the Packers bring it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Push him back. 58, boy, 58, 58.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers.
Yeah.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the Buccaneers' 24-yard line.
Here we go. 58's the mark.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Boy, that nigga hell right there. That nigga hell.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Man, that's some bullshit.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Again, it's Jones. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That was a kid. He spamming shit out you.
Here's Cannon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
I'm laughing at my animation. Shaq, you're nasty. Well, you want to see a nigga bend over.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
They'll go again to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do.
Yeah,
How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Yeah,
A
it
gain of
is.
4 last play. They double that here and get
I
8.
ain't the best one. It's up there, though. I say it's about top.
8 yards
Top
the
5.
tally on that
Top
first
5.
down run.
Yeah,
Here's
top 5.
2nd and 2.
Go. 54.
They'll run. This is Cannon. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd
Yeah, I
down.
just watched the Forever Purge too on the little web shop. That shit tight too.
From the shotgun again.
That's a good purge. That's a good
And
one.
this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a
Forever
couple of yards
purge. Yeah,
short.
forever purge.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to
Cause you know that shit was getting garbage. No, that event got my shot fucked up.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
I reached my little ass away. That my fault.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Come on, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add on to their lead.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Scotty Miller,
That shit crazy.
75 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I tried to, dog. I really should have threw it at it. That's my side.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Now, the objective there, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
That nigga Danny came out of nowhere.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this certainly a key moment in this game. Trailing by 3, fourth quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And the Buccaneer first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll get 7 yards. From
That nigga is not coming out of clutch on me. I can't do no with that nigga.
The Bucs forced to use
That
their
nigga did me the
third
fuck
and
up.
final timeout.
Nigga won't leave me. I can't shoot. Nigga didn't know I could shoot to the second game. I can't fuck with him.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
I'm a real nigga. I admit when the nigga got me.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll
You
get
know,
this
see them
down
niggas
inside
steal the ball from me
the
2 times back to back, no
first
shit like that.
bounds.
We're on this shit. I can fuck with
There
him.
makes it 1st and goal.
Whatever. Yeah, I be seeing y'all nigga everybody some shit and y'all nigga be packed the fuck out of that bitch.
Losing yardage to the 7. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Well, I know defensive coordinators
Yeah, I
going to be pretty
seen last
excited
night y'all
about what we
nigga
just
wrote
saw
something out
there.
of
Great
4.
knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really...
That's some bullshit. Oh, what? Didn't even want to do that shit. That nigga hitting all fucking white. You gonna make me move though, 2K? Hell nah. No green? No fucking green. Wow. This shit crazy.